Well, I will call the special meeting of the Central Oklahoma Transportation and Parking Authority May 9th meeting to order. Are there any residents to be heard? If not, is there a motion to approve the minutes from the April 4th COPTA board meeting? It's been moved and seconded. Please vote electronically. Robert votes aye, so motion passes. Moving on to the consent docket, there are 8 items on the consent docket. Are there any items that any of the trustees would like to consider individually? If not, is there a motion to approve our consent docket? It's been moved and seconded. Please vote electronically. Motion passes. Okay, moving on to items for individual consideration. Item A is the adoption of a resolution authorizing the administrator or designee to negotiate the cancellation of the professional services agreement with Hartsog Transit Services. Jesse?
Yep, appreciate it. Yeah, so this item, just a reminder, so part of our budget proposal is the idea of bringing the operations and maintenance of the OKC streetcar in-house. And so with that, this item gives us authorization to negotiate the closeout of that contract. Just to give a couple examples of some of the things that we're negotiating right now is there's paid time off that all of the employees have currently under the Herzog and the ATU contract. And so we're negotiating what that payout would look like. Another item that we're negotiating is essentially so there are parts that have already been ordered, that those parts will come in after the close of this contract, that Herzog would still get reimbursed for those parts because they've already fronted that cost. So we're just closing out what that process would look like.
Okay, is there any discussion or comments or questions? If not, is there a motion to adopt the resolution? It's been moved and seconded. Please vote electronically. Motion passes. Item B is the approval of a request for proposal for a transit center feasibility study and authorize the administrator to advertise.
Yep, so this RFP, we're pretty excited about it. So we constantly talk about the growth that Embark is seeing. So if you think about it, we just launched the Rapid Northwest. We've got future Mass 4 projects that adds additional services with the Rapid Northeast, the Rapid South. And so what this item does is it really takes a look at our current transit center and essentially draws a line in the sand that says, okay, if you're going to continue to grow, this transit center can support that growth up to this point. After that, you're going to have to look at the possible additions of mobility hubs, smaller transit centers scattered throughout Oklahoma City, but also with the thought of commuter rail coming to Oklahoma City and that commuter rail coming to Santa Fe Station, we want to look at what that connection between our current transit center, future Santa Fe Depot, and the connections to high-frequency BRT routes and commuter systems. So this item takes a look at all of that.
Okay. Are there any questions or comments? If not, is there a motion to approve the RFP? It's thinking about it. There we go. It's been moved and seconded. Please vote electronically. Motion passes. Oh, wait, yes, now I see it's passed. Okay, item C is a resolution approving the collective bargaining agreement with Amalgamated Transit Union 993, retroactive from May 2nd through June 30th, or we can enter into executive session to discuss.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah. So this item, again, going back to the thought of our budget proposal with bringing a streetcar in-house. So there is currently an ATU contract between Herzog Transit and the ATU. And so what we've done is we've negotiated with the ATU to essentially bring some of our current bus language into that streetcar contract. And so this item reflects that, basically allowing us to bring those streetcar operators and maintenance staff on as Embark staff. And so another added benefit to this is that with this agreement, working with President Chris Burke there with the ATU, we're able to give the streetcar operators and maintenance staff actually better benefits. So we're really excited about that.
That's good. And this is a bridge.
That's right.
Approval for the bridge.
Yeah, so great point. So you're exactly right. So this is a bridge. So we are, with this adoption, we're approving that contract through the end of June. And at that point, we'll actually be negotiating our bus contract, and we'll be bringing all of the streetcar operators and maintenance staff into one contract.
Yes.
Yep. Thank you.
Okay. Are there any other questions or comments? If not, is there a motion to approve the resolution? It's been moved and seconded. Please vote electronically.
Mine just says, I vote aye.
Meg votes
Yours
aye.
is also-
Bailey votes
Yeah,
aye.
yeah.
Motion passes. Item D and E are both resolutions for consideration of claims and or to enter into executive session. And so we will vote on item D to enter into executive session and item E separately to enter into executive session. So say yes or no.
Yes.
Okay.
Aye.
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 Okay. That is for item D. Item E
Well, I thought we were going into executive session.
for both items.
This is so we can speak on.
We can speak on both items in executive
So
session.
is the motion to enter into executive session? Or
For-
is it motion? First item. Okay, so I move that we enter into executive session to discuss both items, and then we'll take action when we get back, right?
Yeah, one item, they've already voted, so if you just want to say aye for the other
Aye.
items, yeah.
Aye.
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 So we will now enter into executive session for items D and E and we'll be back in just a minute. Okay, we're back from executive session, and item D, is there a motion to approve the resolution? It's been moved and seconded. Please vote electronically. Motion passes. And then item E, is there a motion to approve the resolution? It's been moved and seconded. Please vote electronically. Item passes. Okay, we're moving on to item 7 on our agenda, which is ratification of claims and payroll. Is there a motion? This is for March 31st, from March 1st to March 31st, 2025. It's item A. Is there a motion to ratify? It's been moved and seconded. Please vote electronically. Motion passes. And then item B is ratification of payroll and vendor claims for the period of April 1st through April 22nd, 2025. Is there a motion to ratify? It's been moved and seconded. Please vote electronically. Motion passes. Item 8 is to receive our financial reports. The first one is the COPTA schedule of revenues and expenses budget to actual for the month ending February 28th.
Yes, sir. So in the interest of time, we elected to not have a presentation, but what I can tell you is that for both of these items, things are continuing to progress. We've seen little change over the last couple of months. I do want to point out that we do have a finance committee meeting that's coming up later this month where we'll do some deep diving into all the financials. I know Brent's looking forward to that, and we'll be able to look at all of that. We do anticipate having a budget amendment presented at that finance committee, simply to move some line items around, but as far as budget goes, we are sitting very nicely.
Okay, so that's February 28th. Does anybody have any questions about any of the items on the financial report? If not, is there a motion to approve or to receive? It's been moved and seconded. Please vote electronically. Motion passes. And then item B is our COPTA schedules of revenues and expenses budget to actual for the month of ending March 31st, 2025. Jesse?
Yeah, so same status as the last. Anticipate the finance committee to deep dive into our finances.
Would any of the trustees have any questions or comments about our March 31st financials? If not, is there a motion to receive the March 31st financials? It's been moved and seconded. Please vote electronically. Motion passes. We're going to move on into our program reports, and we did hear our program reports at the last week at the scheduled regular meeting. So we will just go ahead and item A is to receive our program reports for April. Is there a motion to go ahead and receive? It's been moved and seconded. Please vote electronically. Motion passes. Item B is to receive our program reports for May. Is there a motion to receive? It's been moved and seconded. Please vote electronically. Motion passes. So we are 26 minutes into our our special meeting. Is there any items from the trustees? I'll start on my left. No? No? No?
Thank you.
Brent? Anything
Do we
from,
need to go back in executive session to discuss the items we discussed?
Need to vote on
To vote on those?
executive
Don't we need to go vote on those?
we did.
We did?
We voted on
Yes.
item D
Oh,
and
we did,
item
my
E.
bad, my bad, okay. No, I have nothing.
Okay.
Other than I'm embarrassed.
Jesse?
Yeah, the only thing I have to add is later this month, we start the Women's College World Series. We're going to continue to do the shuttle service that we do. We'll have 2 locations downtown where folks can use our bus service to be picked up and taken directly to the front door of the Women's College World Series. So very excited about that. And then one other thing, we are in the midst of the arena teardown, and that is coming later this month. So there will be some service impacts, but we're working very, very closely with the MAPS office and city staff to make sure that there's minimal impact when that happens. When that does happen, as far as shutdown of the streetcar, we anticipate putting out what's called a bus bridge. And so you see this in large cities with rail service. Basically, we'll be running a bus that mimics the route of the streetcar, and we'll be picking folks up at the streetcar platforms using buses. We'll have streetcar operators on the buses providing customer service, letting them know that the streetcar is shut down and how to use the bus service to be able to get where they need to go. So
We have to do this because the electricals are so close to the street and would possibly impact our streetcar.
Yeah, so there's really 2 main factors that play into the shutdown of the streetcar. So there are OG&E manholes that are located directly between the rails or super close to it on Reno and also on Sheridan. And then the other impact is the north face of the Prairie Surf Arena or Prairie Surf Center. The overhang is so close to Sheridan that there's no safe way to bring that wall down without closing the streetcar tracks or closing traffic traveling eastbound on Sheridan.
And you anticipate that being 3 or 4?
3 to 4 days is kind of what we're seeing right now.
Not the weekend.
Yeah. So we've negotiated with them that if we do shut down the streetcar, that it would be Monday through Thursday, and we try to minimize any impact, especially during playoffs.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, well, thank you all for coming today, and so that we could have this special meeting makeup and keep things rolling. Remember to thunder up tonight. We have an exciting game at 9 o'clock. With that, we're adjourned.